Hello, everyone. Let's talk about over tourism in Amsterdam. Imagine walking into a beautiful historic city, but instead of locals going about their day, there are crowds everywhere. No festivals, no special events, just daily life in Amsterdam. This is what mass tourism looks like. Amsterdam, the capital of Netherlands, is known for its canals, museums, nightlife, and very open culture. Millions of people visit every year, which are drawn by its charm, history, and vibrant life. And back then, Amsterdam was built for residents. Streets, canals, and neighborhoods were made for everyday life, not tens of millions of visitors. It was a city to live in, not just a see. But by 2018, the city welcomed about 20 million tourists, almost like 10 for every resident. Imagine your quiet neighborhood suddenly flooded with so many people every year. Sounds scary, right? And like here the growth begins. Tourism really started growing in 1990s. Cheap flights, online bookings, and short city breaks made it easy to visit, and suddenly Amsterdam was more accessible than ever. And there are a few effects like Airbnb effects, and similar platforms turn homes into tourist rentals. While convenient for visitors, this reduced housing for locals and pushed rents higher, making life harder for residents. And look at the crowded streets. Look at it. Most tourists stay in the historic center. These areas weren't built for crowds, so streets and canals are constantly congested, changing how locals experience their own city. Imagine how scary it is, right? Cruise ships bring thousands of visitors in a single day. They fill the streets and canals, but don't really contribute to local life, adding pressure without benefits for residents. And residential residents feel the squeeze. Neighborhoods lose their character, housing becomes expensive, and everyday routines are disrupted. The city starts to feel less like home. And here, when we look at the tourist shops and the local shops are replaced by souvenir street stores and fast food chains. Streets that used to feel alive with community life start feeling like a theme park for tourists more. And it also has so many environmental stress. The city struggles under this pressure. Narrow streets and canals face waste, noise, and overcrowding, and environmental stress that affects both locals and visitors. It has affected the along with the local people. Uh, it has a huge impact on visitor experience too. Even tourists are not entirely happy. Long queues, packed streets, and a less authentic experience mean that the visits can be stressful, not always enjoyable. Look at the number of people in the queue. And when we talk about the business dependence, tourism does bring money, of course, no doubt. But businesses that rely heavily on visitors become vulnerable. Events like COVID-19 showed how risky this dependence can be. And the city response, Amsterdam responded with tourist taxes and limits on short term rentals. And these measures aim to reduce pressure and protect residents' quality of life. And that I believe that this is a great measure taken by an government. They also ban new hotels unless another closes. This helps control overnight stays and slow the growth of tourism in the most crowded areas. And here we see the behavior control. The city targets disruptive tourism too, limiting cruise visitors, discouraging party focused tourists, and protecting neighborhoods for uh, nuisance tourism. And now here we will talk about the Lenski's idea. It says that focusing on quantity over quality pushes cities past their limits. Just having more visitors doesn't make a city better, it can make it worse. And it feels like a fact too. Now, Amsterdam. is moving towards smarter tourism, strategies that protect residents, local culture, and create long term rather than just profit. And for the future direction, spreading visitors beyond the center and encouraging local stays could reduce crowding. The city hopes to balance life for residents with a better experience for tourists. In the end, I'd say Amsterdam shows that unlimited tourism can destroy the charm that makes a city special. Managing tourism wisely benefits everyone, locals, visitors, and the city itself. Thank you very much.